wake up, it is you. As I breathe, it is you. As I live every day, it is you. Oh, wow. As I walk, it is you. As I talk, it is you. Yeah, yeah. Everything that I do, it is you. It's no goodness of my own that I have what I have. I don't deserve the many blessings that you pour.
Good morning, everyone. It is Kiana F. Brown. I release warrior women so that they can reveal their confidence by regaining their authority. And I want to thank you for tuning in to another Forgiveness Fridays. Guys, I'm getting a little late start today. I am trying to go ahead and share and invite people over here. So if you can go ahead and help me do that today, that would be awesome. I have a really amazing guest in the studio with us today. Today we have Mr. Aaron Campbell of RH Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
So guys, I want you to get excited. If you know somebody who is in the sports industry, you can go ahead and share this because there's some information that they need to hear. If you have anybody that's an athlete that's in high school, junior high school, I mean anything like that, you want to make sure that you are in connection with RH Academy. And so again, I want to encourage you. There's a little button over to the left of your screen at the very bottom which says share. And with that button, I need you to do me the largest favor that you can do or that you've probably done this morning thus far. Go ahead and press that button, share it, like it. And if you're on this thread, I need for you to let us know where you're chiming in from. If you have questions, I need you to go ahead and answer them because we only have him here for right now. I know he's going all the way up. We may not be able to get him soon after. But guys, I just want to make sure that you are taking all of this serious and know that there's some awesome information that is here to share with us today. So good morning, Mr. Aaron Campbell.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So first of all, I want to start off with what we call testimony.
Yes.
And testimony is merely just sharing a series of accounts that have happened to you.
Right.
And so within that, I want to start off with your bio.
Yeah.
All right. So we are talking about Mr. Aaron A-Rock Campbell, a young, passionate leader whose entire life is revolved around serving his community. Receiving his inspiration from various community leaders, Aaron knew at a very young age that he wanted to have some lasting impact on his community the way they did. I'm pretty sure that they had to make a great impact on you.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to pick up on this. But the reason he's here, guys, is because I have watched this gentleman for over the past 2 years, and I've seen him grow within an amazing company, and he is truly an amazing leader. And when he speaks, like the knowledge that he drops, I'm just like, oh my God, like it's so inspiring. And so that's why he's here today, because I knew that he would have something great and impactful for you. He's graduated from the Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Greenbelt, Maryland.
Yep.
Aaron was fortunate enough to attend Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland. He later transferred to Towson University, where he received his bachelor's degree in sociology and anthropology with a concentration in criminal justice.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's now currently enrolled in his master's degree program at Bowie State University for school counseling.
Yes.
And he played sports and did various things, but I'm not going to go into that because I want for him to share with us on those topics as it relates to his sport activity and that part of his life. Right. But the first question I want to ask you, because you know everybody got to ask this question that steps foot on this platform, what does forgiveness mean to you?
Right. So forgiveness means to me pretty much just, not really being confined to wherever it is that you came from. It's understanding that throughout life, we might face different setbacks, we might face different things, but in order for us to really take that next step, in order for us to really get to where it is that we want to get to, not only do we have to, have a certain type of mindset, but we have to believe that we're deserving of it, and we have to forgive ourselves for any transgressions or for any, things that we may have engaged in that might have, altered our path. So I'm really big on self-forgiveness. I'm really big on forgiveness from the community, understanding that, it's not, the key thing is not to judge ourselves or judge other people, but it's really to just understand where they're coming from, understand their mindset, be able to see them for what it is they have the potential to be, And in doing that, greatness truly is on the other side of the door. So that's what
Okay.
forgiveness is to me.
All right. Amen. Amen for that testimony about what forgiveness means to him. Now, we're going to get into the meat of this because I want you to explain to our viewers exactly what RH Academy is.
Yeah, absolutely. So RNH Academy, RH stands for respect and honor, okay? And so we have a creed. We respect those that came before us, and we honor them based off of decisions that we make, the way that we impact our community. And so what we are is we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We're based right here in Prince George's County, Maryland. And we deal with high school, collegiate, and middle school student athletes. And so we focus on developing them both on the field and in life as well, with a strong emphasis on in life as well. So outside of doing athletic training events, we do character development seminars, which include financial literacy. We do career development, passion development, where we help them figure out what their passion is outside of sports, and then we teach them how to become an entrepreneur at it. We take our young men on college tours. This past year, we went to Morgan State University. We've taken them to Bowie State University. This year, we're taking them to Old Dominion University. We have our annual manhood seminar, which is amazing. This past year, we had LaRon McClain, two-time NFL Pro Bowl fullback for the Baltimore Ravens. Came out, spoke to our young men about serious topics. What is your definition of manhood? What is his role in society? How do you view marriage? What should a man do in the presence of a woman? True, honest, conversations that unfortunately our young men may not get because a lot of them come from single-parent households. We have a tie-tying seminar, resume building seminar. We teach these young men how to conduct themselves on interviews. We really go above and beyond to make sure that they're well-rounded student athletes and that they understand that they are more than an athlete. Because in this day and age, it's very easy to get caught up in the sports aspect of life. But what happens when you no longer play this game? What will you do next? And so that's truly what we focus on at RNH Academy.
That is awesome. That is amazing. And I believe that that is truly needed in that industry because, just going back to talking about how you develop them financially, you know, of giving them that plan. A lot of people or the sports athletes, they get into it. Some of them go straight from high school and they're not even going to college or doing things like that. Some of them are going to college, but they get into that space and then they spend all of their money. Then they're broke. Then they're in debt. And so that's amazing that this is a passion of yours to help those who will eventually take those steps, and then they'll be prepared when they get into that arena. Now, it is so amazing that you have developed this company.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And like I said, it's a need within the industry.
Yes.
But why did you create it?
Right. So, like a lot of young athletes, growing up, I dreamt of going to the NFL. That was my dream. That was my passion. I played this game since I was 6 years old. Everything in my life revolved around playing football, revolved around me making it to the professional level. So I played sports all throughout high school. I wasn't the greatest athlete, but I worked hard. That was one thing about me. I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the strongest, but I had a heart that you cannot deny. But with that being said, kind of played around while I was in high school. Didn't get the type of grades that I needed to get the type of scholarship that I was interested in. So as a result, I took the scenic route. I went to a total of 4 different schools while I was doing my undergrad, trying to get to Towson University. Finally get to Towson, and long story short, but unfortunately found out at the age of 19, for medical reasons, I could no longer play the game again. So I was really struck with a dilemma, right? Because for the very first time in my life, I had to ask myself, who am I outside of playing this game? And that was a very dark period for me. It was a very hard, trying time for me because I realized that up until this time, I never took time to truly find out who I was. I never found out what my talents were, what my skills were, what I was good at, what I was passionate about outside of playing this game. And so I sat back and I really started to observe, and I saw the phenomenon. I wasn't the only person that this happened to. I have teammates who unfortunately are no longer on this earth, who unfortunately made terrible decisions with, landed them spending time in our judicial system. Because sports was no longer an option for them, they didn't know what to do with themselves. So after sitting back, seeing this, realizing that something needed to be changed. We're real big in our community. We teach. It's one thing to diagnose a problem, but it's another thing to be a cure. It's another thing to find a cure. So opposed to sitting back, blaming, explaining, or complaining, I really decided to take action. So one thing happened that really changed my life. I had an opportunity to volunteer at a youth home in Baltimore City. And so we're dealing with kids who had been incarcerated, but they were under narcotics while they committed their egregious act. And so one thing that I realized, I said, man, these kids aren't bad. They feel forgotten. They feel left out. They feel, excluded. They feel lied to, hurt, whatever the case may be. And I realized that I was able to really make a good connection with them. And so I started to see working with youth was a passion of mine. I started to see that this is something that I'm actually good at. And so from taking sports and then taking my ability to connect with youth, I decided to, create something that would allow me to have a national impact, to have a very broad impact on our student athletes. And so that's how RNH came to be.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Just, as I hear you tell that story, it's like you had to go back and regress and really look at yourself and, move on. And so you guys know that we are in this month, self-forgiveness, and just taking a step back, dialing back, and actually getting to the root of it. As we talk about in Blessed Hands,
Right.
getting to the root of the situation and realizing that you have to release those things so that you can move on.
Absolutely.
So that is simply amazing. And we do have some people here with us. We got Sue Ham.
Hey.
She is an amazing
Sue.
award writing playwright
Nice.
here in the United States of America. She's done some amazing things. She actually was a guest on this show
Wow.
not too long ago. Diane, we have Maya, and there are a couple of other people that we have on. Shanae with His Favorite Magazine, chief editor. Thank you for tuning in today. We are having an amazing time. We are getting information. We
Yes,
are
ma'am.
sharing information. And guys, I want you to stay tuned in because we're going to our commercial break, and that is hashtag My Business is Great Spotlight. That is the opportunity for you to share your business, what you're doing in the community, with the world, because we know that WBGR is global. We are also found on Roku and Fire Stick. So guys, get ready. We're about to go to this amazing commercial break, and we'll be right back after this commercial break. See you guys soon. Hey guys, it's Kiana F. Brown. I am on the move. But guess what? We're doing some new and amazing things with Forgiveness Fridays. Yes, hashtag My Business is Great Spotlight. A place where you can advertise your business and share with not only the DMV, because WBGR is global. So guys, tune in and make sure that you get your spot. Share your business. Share what you're doing in the community. All right, guys, it's Kiana F. Brown. I gotta go. Hey guys, welcome back to Forgiveness Fridays. I am Kiana F. Brown. I release warrior women so that they can reveal their confidence and rock out in their authority. And we are back here with Mr. Aaron Campbell of RH Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. We are so honored to have you in the studio. And if you missed what just happened right before that commercial break, you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to look at this again, especially if you know some young gentlemen who are in the sports arena in their life. They need to be connected with this amazing company, guys. I just don't know what to say more about that, except that he's anything shy of amazing. And the goal and vision that God has given him, he's truly placing it amongst the earth, guys. And we'll be talking about some gifts in a little bit, and that's one of the gifts that God has given to you, and you are sharing it back with the world.
Yes, ma'am.
So we want to know what is next for RH Academy. I did go on your page and I saw that you were having a fundraiser drive. I'm
Yes.
not sure if that's over, if it's still going on, but what's going on with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a lot of great things planned for us in 2019. We're extremely excited about it. Yes, we do have a fundraiser going on right now where we're trying to raise money for our player development program. So for those character development courses that we talked to you all about, for our college tour that we have coming up that's going to take place in June, we have another extremely big camp that we're going to put on in Baltimore. We are trying to raise money to help fund those events. We're trying to raise money to help fund, for uniforms for our student athletes, for refreshments, for for the cost of the bus for our trip, etc. So yes, we do have a GoFundMe, which also is a raffle. So
Okay.
for individuals, it's $10 to participate. You enter for a chance to win a brand new flat screen TV. So we have that coming on.
Okay.
We also have, so you go to GoFundMe.com/RH Academy support. And there you'll be able to donate to our GoFundMe. So definitely looking forward to that. And your name will be entered to be able to win a free TV. But as far as events that we have coming up on February 15th, we have a very big 7-on-7 tryout. So if you're a middle school student athlete, if you're a high school student athlete focusing on football, February 15th, you'll be able to come out and try out for our 7-on-7 flag football team.
No, I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What- I don't follow sports.
All right, 7-on-7.
What is 7-on-7?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So 7-on-7, it is basically football without equipment, and it is without an offensive or defensive line.
Okay.
So it's mainly focusing on skill positions. We're really focusing on just teaching kids technique, being able to get them to understand the fundamentals of the game without having to worry about, concussions or worry about getting injured, things of that nature. Then T-shirt and shorts. So that'll take place on February 15th. On March 9th, We have an extremely big event. The very first event of its kind is called the Premiere. And what it is it's a high school combine. It's a show skills case. And so we're inviting about 20 colleges to be in attendance to come out and watch our student athletes live, perform live. They'll do a wide range of activities, including the 40-yard dash, their vertical, height, weight will get tracked. And it's great. It's a great platform for our student athletes to get recruited. So if you're a high school senior who hasn't signed a letter of intent anywhere, if you're a college kid looking to transfer, if you're in 9th through 11th grade, we definitely invite you all to come out. It's an opportunity for you to get seen by college coaches and an opportunity to get recruited. And that's on March 9th.
All right. And so I just want to thank everybody. They've also placed the information for the GoFundMe in the thread.
Nice.
So thank you all for tuning in and being faithful supporters of Forgiveness Friday. And so now I want you to just tell them how they can stay connected with you.
Yes, absolutely. So to stay connected, you can follow us on Instagram at RHAcademy_. You can follow us on Twitter at the same handle, RHAcademy_. To stay up to date on things that we have going on, you can visit us online at www.therhacademy.org. And that is just therhacademy.org.
All right. Awesome. So now we're going into the word portion of our show. And, I always come to you with the worldly definition, and I come to you with biblical definition. And so merely today, because we're talking about the gift of self-forgiveness and the gift of giving the gift that you have within inside, we know that we are merely presents, right? And we're wrapped up. But, you have to unrelease, you have to unwrap that gift so that you can gift the world with your presence. Not Absolutely. A present, but your presence. You have to show up and actually do what it is that God designed for you to do. And so gifts in the worldly definition is just the one that I chose, because there are several definitions that they have. And it's a natural ability or talent. A natural ability or talent. And God has given us, sometimes we have one special gift, sometimes we have two, sometimes we have a plethora. And so we need to make sure that we're not holding on to those things and that we're not being stingy, because the moment that you don't release the gift or talent that God has given to you, you are stopping someone's destiny. So guys, I want you to remember that you have to share your gifts with the world. Step out of your own way. Get out of your own box. As Lisa Nichols said, there's no box. She has no surroundings around her. You have nothing but space and opportunity to go and grow.
Yes, ma'am.
And so the next thing that I want to share with you is the scripture. And this scripture is so befitting for me. It is Acts 20:35. Yeah. Acts 20:35. I repeat it so that I make sure you get it. In all things I have shown you that by working hard in this way, we must help the weak and remember the words of the Lord Jesus. How he himself said, it is more blessed to give than receive. So guys, I want you to take that word and I want you to take it to heart. But I want to go on to our next topic, and that's merely what's going on. What's going on in our community. So I know you just shared some things that was going on with RH Academy. Right. But as you stated before, you were so wrapped up and consumed with playing football or, the sport that you were engaged in that you forgot to think about the other things. So what is actually going on with Mr. Aaron Campbell?
Right. So as far as the things that are going on with me, just really, going above and beyond to make myself uncomfortable. And what do I mean by that? I'm a firm believer that once growth stops, life stops. And so in order for us to continue to aspire to the next level, in order for us to get to the next, scope of things in life, it's necessary that we go through a constant development, constant personal development. And so one thing I'm big on is just about trying to network. I'm really big on, things that I'm doing right now, just being seen, being vocal, really being out here in the community, actually doing what it is that we say that we're going to do. Finding different business ventures, just finding different ways to create an impact for other people. Because by helping people get what they want, you ultimately get what you want. And so I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm a firm believer in just going above and beyond and doing things for other individuals. If you keep your hand tight, you can't receive blessings. And so the more my hand is open, the more I'm helping other people, the more I'm able to impact them and change their life. I understand that God will be able to change my life. And so we're really big on right now just going out here, just being a voice, being seen, being visible, following through with our promises. Because like I said earlier, it's one thing to diagnose a cure, but it's one thing to diagnose a problem, but it's another thing to be a cure. Mm-hmm. And so we firmly believe at RH Academy that's what we are. This program is needed. Too many times we're talking about what issues are, but very rarely do we get involved and change them. And so that's what it is we're about. We're young. You know, we're beautiful. You know, we're passionate, and we love what it is that we do, and that's not going to stop.
All right, look, I felt like I just had a sermon, y'all. Amen. Amen. Can the choir sing now?
Right.
So right now, we're going to go and show you something amazing. You guys already know about Novetica, your pet's choice.
Yes, ma'am.
An amazing revolutionary company that's starting right here in the DMV area. Most of these companies do not get birthed here in this area. So we here in this area are fortunate. But however, those of you who are out there, we have viewers from South Carolina. We have viewers from all over. So you want to make sure that you stay in connection. I've shared a plethora of information about this amazing company, and I am proud to say that Mr. Aaron Campbell is one of my phenomenal business partners. And not just that, he's a leader within the entire organization.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
he is doing nothing less than sharing his miracle and blessing with the world, and so am I with the blessing called Novetica, your pet's choice.
Yes, ma'am.
And so guys, I already know that you know it, but this book just came out January the 1st. It's Blessed Hands, A Pathway to Forgiveness. It is my third book, and I am truly, truly honored to share this. I have been getting some amazing feedback, and that's just a blessing and the gift that I am sharing with the word that God has given to me. Also, guys, you know about Breaking Free Forever, the momentous journey. You can go ahead and get that. That's not just a story with myself in it, but there are some other amazing women who are sharing their stories as well that can also bless and share their gifts with the world. And so February, I need for you to get excited, because February the 9th, I will be at Unlock Your Brilliance Women Conference in Alexandria, Virginia. Excuse me, guys. I will be there in Alexandria, Virginia, and I will be sharing a message on forgiving yourself. How do you rescue your power? So we'll be sharing on that, rescue your power. So you want to make sure that you get in connection with me. And then March, it's not that easy. The book launch in Houston, you guys. I will be in Houston sharing with you guys. So I'm excited about that. And also, all of these states that I'm going to, we are doing a Forgiveness Nation tour. So we'll be setting up something in your prospective state. So you make sure that you can be a part of it. Contact me, inbox me, or call me. My number is 301-971-4068. In April, we will be doing Live Your Best Life. That is the first virtual program that I have created, designed to help you get past your unforgiveness to forgiveness to the life that God has actually designed for you. And guys, do not forget to stay connected. You can do so at www.kianafbrown.com, or you can email us at forgivenessnation@gmail.com. You can also send your videos in if you want to be a part of the nation, sharing with the world what forgiveness means to you. It's one thing for you to hear my voice and what it means to me, but it's another thing for you to hear collective voices, because that story just might connect with you. And so we also have a closed Facebook group that you can join and be a part of the movement, and just get information. I share different videos as it relates to forgiveness, and sometimes some inspirational things that are going to help lift you up and potentially get you through your day. And so guys, I just want to thank everybody who is here with us on social media. If you are watching us way of Roku or Fire Stick, we want to thank you and just let you know that we truly, truly appreciate you continuing to watch our show, to share our show, and to join in the mission of sharing forgiveness across the nation. So before we go, Mr. Campbell, I just want to know if there were any lasting words that you would love to leave with our viewers today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, if you're interested in getting involved with our organization, please go on our website, www.therhacademy.org. If you know of a young person, a middle school, high school, or collegiate student athlete that you feel will be beneficial in our program, please bring them out. You can reach me online. You can reach me via email at aaron@therhacademy.org, or you can email us at info@therhacademy.org. We're doing a lot of amazing things in the community, but we cannot do this if we don't hear from the community, if we don't get your support. So we definitely appreciate the support. If you could donate to our GoFundMe, again, we'd definitely appreciate that as well. And that's GoFundMe.com/RH Academy support. Thank you so much.
All right, and we thank you again for joining us here on Forgiveness Fridays. So, guys, you know that you have to tune in next week. We have another amazing guest coming to share and drop some nuggets. Ladies, the guys are taking over, because next week we're going to have Sir Patrick here, and he's going to be sharing on the virtual experience. It's a company that he has developed, and it's all about getting you imagery and 3D visual. So guys, I want you to tune in next week. This is going to be an amazing show. And just a little FYI, this is the company that I partner with and that I have signed on as a film writer. So I've actually finished my first film. I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to get it all to you so that you can see the vision that God has placed within me. I am Kiana F. Brown. I release warrior women so that they can reveal their confidence by regaining their authority. Tune in next Friday. You don't want to miss it. And remember that today is your stepping stone for a greater tomorrow. We'll see you all next week. Thanks. My name is Kiana Brown, owner and stylist at Pooch Styles. We specialize in traditional grooming as well as creative styling and a variety of other services. If you feel about your pet the way I feel about my own, at Pooch Styles, know your pet will be in a loving, safe, and gentle environment. We believe in treating your pet with the same love and care that you would. The big change just don't offer the same.